All right, hello everybody. We are in Korat countryside, Thailand with James, who is the Cortina collector.
The people in Europe and Cortina people that have seen this and others, they say that's not a Mark IV, it's a Mark V. It's not.
A song about the Cortina. Renowned Cortina collector in Thailand.
Some might say.
And we're gonna walk through his collection, and we start outside. Why Cortinas?
That's just what happened. It wasn't any plan or intention, but I've always liked them, and I got one led to another, and one's now led to about seven.
Right.
They're easy to get in Thailand for not a lot of money. They're great cars, and I've always liked them. And as you can see,
yeah.
So
there are some outside we're gonna talk about in a second.
But to start, this one's an Escort. But they're all Ford. I like Fords anyway, and I'm trying to get a collection going now. I'm buying cars cheap, and they don't have a book, so that car particularly, it will never go again on the road. But I'm gonna just decorate it, and it'll end up as a display piece. But
so all of these outside with no books?
No, a couple have. But yeah, Mark 1 Escort is 69 to 74, but I'm not sure the exact year. Now we've got a Cortina that in Europe would have been a Taunus.
Yeah.
I call them a Mark III. In England, we know them as a Mark III. Again, this one's no book. There's some good stuff on it I might take for spares, but again, it'll end up as a display piece, probably over there in front of the house.
All right.
But so that's the first of the Mark IIIs.
Okay, and
then we've got a Mark I Cortina. They were called a Consul Cortina originally. And this is the Mark I, 1963 to 68. So this is the oldest one I've got.
What year that would be?
63 to 68. I'm not sure. I don't know. You can't tell in Thailand. The books don't tell you. And I don't have a book for this, but there's no documents.
But other than the book, can you tell the difference between
You probably can decipher the plate, but someone's taken it off this, so I don't have any ID tags or anything. But again, it's a display car. There's a few bits and pieces. If someone wanted, I'd perhaps let go. But as a car, it'll stay whole and it'll go in the garden. So that's the Mark I. This one's cool, and it's a Ford Corsair.
Corsair?
Yeah, and these were only made from 65 to 68, 69. Very rare in Thailand, very rare. Again, this is a no book car, so it won't ever go again. It had a Datsun engine in it, and we did start it up and we drove it, but it's now out. The interior is complete. It's got good trim on it, but again, no book. And in Thailand,
it's a shame.
In Thailand, that kills the cars.
You're right on that one. Back
to the Mark III. This one's half a car. The front's been taken off.
I see.
But I plan to put the bodywork back on this one, and again, it's a display car. I bought it for no book. It's spares. And now I've got this property, it'll end up in the garden again. But this one, there's some interesting stuff about it.
It's a Mark IV?
Well, it is a Mark IV, yeah, Mark IV Cortina. But in Thailand, there was, the Cortinas went up to Mark V. And if you're in Europe, the Cortina Mark V, they changed the roof. They totally changed the roof, and they added these side indicators, different trim, and larger rear lights. And it was re-facelifted before the Sierra, and it became the Mark V. But in Thailand, they didn't do that. They continued making the Mark IVs, but they put the Mark V wings front on and rear lights. So people in Europe and Cortina people that have seen this and others, They say that's not a Mark IV, it's a Mark V. It's not. It's a facelift Mark IV. These are original. The way to tell is from the roofline. It's different on a Mark V. But that's just,
All right.
it was Ford Thailand, because these were made by Anglo Ford Thailand.
So they were present in Thailand, Ford.
Yes,
It
yes.
was assembled
They
in Thailand.
assembled Ford cars in Thailand from Europe. Also, the Taunus was assembled here for a while, and the Australian Ford Falcons.
Yeah.
But this car's got a book, and it's
All
got
right.
the original engine. And I bought this solely for the rear louver, which is now on my other one in there. I didn't actually want the car, but I bought it for that alone.
Yeah.
And this is, I'm not sure whether I'm going to fix this or it'll end up in the garden too. But I do have a book for this car.
All right.
It's okay. It's got rust, but nothing I can't sort. And it's got an original Pinto in it. This is called Pinto
Yeah.
as well.
That is Pinto as well.
There's Pinto there. But I'll show you an engine inside. But the Ford Pinto was the engine that they had, and they're a good strong engine too. So, and there's this one too.
Yeah. What's up with that?
That was in my other garden. Some people might well know this. It was painted in rainbows, and it was decoration in where I lived in the city.
Oh, I see this like
Yes,
this way down.
It's totally stripped. It's just a shell, and I painted it with rainbows, and it was in the garden there. It's come here, and I am going to put it back, the panels back on, and I actually plan to mount that at the entrance of my drive.
Oh, nice.
High up. So it's only got to that stage at the moment, but that's my idea for now.
Yeah, that's the outside, and there are some more goodies in there. You will see. So let's get in there. All right. So we are in the kingdom here, and let's talk about the first one in here. What is that?
Okay, 1974 Mark III Cortina. I'm the second owner. This one came from Sukhothai province, and it was all original, which is why I bought it. Original 1600 Pinto. This one has been stalled for a while. I finished the welding. This was really rusty. I've had to replace the floors, the chassis.
Is it original paint?
Yes, I believe it is. I can't see signs of a respray, but it's been blemished a lot. It's got battle scarred, but no, I've done the rust, and I've repaired everything, replaced the floors, and the rear panels have been done. But then I got sidetracked on others, which I've got, and it's been left. But now we've moved here, and I've got more room and space. This is urgent to get done, and I want it done this year. It drives. We've driven it about, and it runs and goes good. But it's got the original engine. But I need to take the engine out. There is one last piece of rust on the suspension mounts, and I can't do that without taking the engine out. So that's my next job for this. But I hope by the end of the year this will be driving. And say it's an original one-owner car.
Which you are after?
Yeah,
basically.
and that's what I like. You know, I've got a modified one there, and I don't mind modified, but I prefer original.
Sure thing.
And this is one of 3 here that are. So, yeah, there's the first one. All right.
Okay. And there is another one.
Now,
What the next one? One.
This is what I'm working on at the moment. Mark IV Cortina. This one, I had a huge issue with the engine overheating. We did everything, and I mean everything, and it was still overheating. Again, the original 1600 Pinto. And it got to the point where I couldn't drive it, and it wasn't fun. The car, it drives great. It's had all the bushes done, everything underneath. The welding's been finished, but it was overheating 20 miles, and it would be too much. And what we now think is it had been skimmed, the head had been skimmed before. I had it re-skimmed, and it's been skimmed too much. and what we're thinking is it needs a thicker gasket, which the engine is over there, and it's being rebuilt at the moment to sort that issue out. Everything else we did, and it was still doing. But while the engine's out, I've just resprayed the engine bay.
Yeah.
It's ready for installation.
And then where did you get this car from?
Where did I get this car from? Oh, this came from Bangkok. This had been in storage in Bangkok for 13 years. And I bought it, took it back to Korat, got it running. And it was all right to start with. And I could drive it about a little bit, but the overheating was an issue. But when I took it to change my name for the book, there's a number stamped here. Look, show you. The engine number is stamped here. Sorry, the engine number, the body number. This is it. And typical Thailand, someone had stamped this hole through the first number of the body number, which matches the plate here.
Yeah. Okay.
So the transport department refused it. Said that's not allowed. They were telling me I needed to take this car back to Chiang Mai, where it was originally registered, to get them to sort out.
But there is another number over here.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm coming to.
Oh, okay.
So after a lot of pleading, negotiating, saying I'm not taking it to Chiang Mai, blah, blah, they said they'd restamp the car for me. So they did, and they've restamped it there.
All right.
That
right here.
is a bodge job, but official transport department restamped number that's now registered in my book.
Oh, cool.
So the car is now legit again. That's void. That's gone. That's now.
Would that be the original place for it?
Yeah. That's the original number. But they stamped through the first letter of it, or first number.
Why?
Because they're idiots. I'm sorry, there's no other reason for it. They didn't realise. And it's in Thailand. They don't think about things. So luckily, it's been done badly, but they did it, and it's now legally registered. So that's a bit of a story about it. And yeah, I've painted the engine bay, and it's waiting to be fitted back. The paint itself is poor, but it's solid. Interior is good. Do you want to have a look at the interior?
Sure, let's have a look.
It's nice and tidy.
Let some light in.
I put in the wooden fascia, which is off a higher spec car, because this is an L, which is the basic model.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, basically it's original and not messed with, and it'll stay that way.
That's how it should be.
And this is why I bought the other one outside, was to get this. Louvers I love, and that car outside had the louver on it when I saw it for sale, and me and Nai, who's filming, jumped in the car. It was only 20 miles away.
Why didn't you just bought the Louvre?
It came with the car. I had to buy the car to get this, but I bought the car for this. I love them, and there's one other Mark IV Cortina with a louver in Thailand, but it's a steel-made one that they've done themselves. This is an original plastic one, but anyway, that's why I bought that whole car for that, which is now on this.
Okay.
So, and yeah, the paint's really bad, but this year I've got this workshop. I'm hoping to paint this myself.
But I told you, it looks like an original. Maybe it's not, but.
Well, this light blue. This light blue is the original.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, that's the original colour. This has been done since, and it's been done bad.
So this panel is original, I think.
No, this is my work. I did this.
You?
Yeah, this was all rusty, and I had to repair it, and that's my work, just to smarten it up when I first got it. But this is how you know it's a Mark IV. The Mark Vs, they moved this to there.
Okay.
And they made the roof slightly larger. So for it to be a Mark V, that would be facing the other way there. But that's the Mark IV.
Okay.
So, but this is a true Mark IV, 1977, I think this one is. Yeah, it's got the non-facelift. So
Okay.
yeah. Oh, I had these made because you see them on my other cars, and I love
Yeah,
this
yeah.
option on the Cortina, on all old cars, 70s, 60s cars.
Yeah.
And I couldn't find any. I've got quite a few of these for the Mark
It's
IIIs.
very handy.
But the Mark IVs, I couldn't find any, but I'd seen them on pictures, so I know that they were available. And I got a guy in Thailand to make these for me, and he did a really good job. So I got those on. That was a good addition. But yeah, so anyway, that's the project I'm on at the moment.
Okay. And we come to number 3.
Right.
Or God, how many? Number 3.
Well, this is a Mark III again. This was the first one I bought. This came from Pattaya, or near Pattaya, Chonburi, and I've had this one 10 years. This one's modified. Yeah, I'll show you the engine on this one.
Yeah.
This one is got a Toyota 2-litre in it. It's a 2000E Cortina model,
So which was the
high end.
yeah.
High end of the range, but this one has got a Toyota engine in it, which is running very well, and we've done a lot of work to this. Battery's been moved to the boot, big new cooling system was made. I had new brake booster fitted. The electrics has been rewired all through. We also fitted power steering to this because it was heavy. And I had a big issue with the automatic gearbox. And I was telling you earlier, the ECUs weren't set up right, and I got messed about with in Thailand from a few different people. And last year I went for a 5-speed manual, which is now in it, and it's made a lot of difference. This car I would actually sell. I'd like to sell this car because I want to concentrate on the original ones. But it's a good car. There's no rust. I've done all that. It needs finishing. The interior, it needs a carpet, and I've got them, but the door panels need fixing on. And I've got wood trim for capping. It's had new seats re-upholstered to original spec. And it goes. This has got some speed, this one. My others aren't very fast, but this one can pull.
Okay. So anybody wants to get in touch with him, we're gonna
it's
put through.
It needs a bit of finishing off, and that's it really.
But it's all good in the book department.
Yeah,
and
the
everything.
book's all legit, and it's in my name. And one other thing I did to this car, when I bought it had the GXL front.
Yeah, okay.
Which is this is an E. Before the E, it was GXL, was the top of the range, and most people prefer that it had twin headlights and a steel grille. But I like the original, and I sourced these square lights, and I made it back to what it should be.
Okay.
Some might not agree with me doing that, but I think it looks great like that, and it was what I wanted to do.
So you're saying the E came with the
square lights, yes.
this?
Yes.
But someone before you put
GXL front on it.
Okay, and you changed it back.
I put it back, yeah, which was
I
hard
see.
to find those lights, but I did. So, yeah, it's a clean car. It needs a bit of tooting about, and but it's an honest car. And say, if someone is interested, they
can get in
touch.
Yeah.
So
Okay. And we have.
and you're carrying on straight on. All right.
Oh, you something else you want to add?
No, not really. No, I don't think so. It was resprayed about 3 years ago. I will say that. They did an okay job, but
It's really nice
there's
because it doesn't give you from the camera, but it's really nice.
it's been done well, but there's a couple of places where it stood outside for another reason that could need a little bit of looking at again. But I like the white roof, and it was my choice to put that on. But yeah, so that was the other thing. Paint's very good. But the last one.
Yes, The
This one is my treasure.
piece of the resistance.
It is. This one is the special one of mine.
Go on.
Well,
Yeah.
this one and the green one over there, they're called Decor. D-E-C-O-R, Decor.
Decor.
Same as that's an L. These were the basic. Nothing fancy, no frills. It was the base model. And these are Decor. So it came with nothing extra.
Okay.
This car I bought 6 years ago from Chiang Mai, and it had been sat under a tree for 2 years because the owner, I'm the second owner, he'd given up driving and it had been abandoned. And when I bought it, I thought I was buying a project.
Yeah.
The reason I bought it is I knew it was original, everything. And it got trailered down to me in Korat, and I thought, and it looked terrible. It looked really bad. Tyres were flat. It had been scraped along the ground. The paint was awful. It was dirty. There was a dead snake in the boot, and I mean a
Really?
big dead snake.
Really?
Yeah, a boa constrictor or something, rotting away. It was filthy, but I had it running in a couple of days, and after a week or so of looking about, doing this and that, looking inside, I started thinking, well, this car is actually pretty good. I couldn't find any rust. I started to cut the paint and it was coming up nice. The interior, the seats are all original. There's a little split, but it was very, very good. So I didn't actually restore this car. I just revitalized it. I got it running. I've done work since, but I got it registered in my name, and I've been driving it ever since. The paint, as far as I'm aware, is original. It
looks original.
If it's not, it was painted a long time ago. There's scars on it, but it shines great, and it's the colour that I like. Very 1970s. Many people don't like this colour and they tell me to paint it and change it. I said, no, I'm not going to.
Don't worry about it. I think that's how it should be.
I agree. And it drives
I mean,
fantastic.
it looks good.
It's had all the bushes have been done, the suspension, the steering, everything's been restored in that way.
And you were talking about the plastic grille versus the...
Yeah, the one thing I've changed that's not standard is this is a post model, so it should have a plastic grille. This is an earlier front, and I've done it to both of them. I put the earlier stainless steel front on because I prefer it, and it doesn't change the car. I haven't had to do anything. It's just a swap. I've got my AA badge, and I'm from Kent, and that's a Kent Invicta sign, which is pretty cool. That's off my granddad's car that he used to drive in Tunbridge Wells.
And this is an original sticker here?
Yes, you'll see this on all of them.
That.
Yeah.
Anglo-Thai Motors.
Yeah, Anglo-Thai Motors was the Ford branch here in Thailand, and they assembled these in Chonburi from English cars. And if you look here, Nai, on this plate, you'll see it says a Ford product assembled in Thailand. But it's the British car that's sent over and they've put together here. You'll see that on all of them, if all the Thai ones. And the engine, I've just recently had the head gasket done because that blew, and I've put a brand new twin choke carb on it. Changed the prop shaft recently, and I've got more power out of it now. It's faster and it goes great. It really does drive.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Like with the American cars, people like go crazy about numbers matching and stuff. Is there a way to tell this engine came with this car?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, this matches the number on the block.
So the block was stamped and
yes.
That's the okay.
Yes, and they when it goes for each year's
like
testing.
A American fender tag, like.
Yeah, it's a Vintag. Well, I call it a Vintag, but that number matches. There's a number on the block, and when you go every year for testing, they take that number.
Yeah.
And they'll do a scratching of it, and if it doesn't match with that, you've got an issue.
Yeah.
unless it's been done properly.
They
But no,
say-
it's matching. That's the original engine. I don't know how many miles it's done, because typically Thailand, when I bought it, the speedo didn't
Yeah.
work, which is
Yeah.
very common. They do that.
And they don't keep service books either.
No. But what I did is I clocked it back to 0, so I know what I've done in it,
Okay.
and I'm on about 7,000 kilometers now. But
Okay.
I don't know what it did before that. But the only piece of welding I had to do on this is where the air conditioning was leaking inside. It was dripping down on the front carpet, and I had to weld in a small patch like that. But otherwise, this car has not had any welding. It's got no filler, and it's original interior.
And then you showed me this. Yeah, this is the only imperfection on the. It's a rip, a little rip here.
My wear and tear on the seat.
And then you told me that they want to reupholster the whole thing, and
Yeah.
they cannot fix this.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
They could, but he wants to do the whole thing, and they'll turn it
Yeah.
into pink and green or something. And I'm like, no, I'm going to get some seat covers for it. But yeah, otherwise it's as it was. These seats
Yeah.
are perfect.
I mean, look at this. The door panels. That smells good.
And the door's shut properly. And this is the other addition, which again I love. And I think I'm the only person in Thailand with a Mark III and a Mark IV with a louver. Some people don't like, but I really do. And now I've got one on each.
Door test.
Yeah, that's proper. Yeah, that is very good, isn't it? Yeah,
There you go.
They've never been off the car.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
sounds like it's still aligned properly.
There you go. Straight
Yeah.
up.
So what was the what was the horsepower rating for these?
I don't know. I don't know. I horsepower, BHP, whatever. I don't know. I'm not into all that stuff, to be honest.
All right.
It would be in the manual, but I don't do all that stuff. It is what it is. For me,
Okay.
that's all it takes. I don't mind.
Enough.
Yeah, enough. Yeah, this car's no racer. It's a snail, I call it. But since I changed the carb, it's got some more go. But I'm not in it for that. I'm not. I'll take it 90 kilometers an hour is what I generally do at, and that's it. That's all I need. It's got more if I want it. But yeah, it runs, and tomorrow we'll take it out for a ride around.
Yeah, because unfortunately, being in Thailand, we got the rainy season started, and this afternoon was a huge downpour, so we could not took this one out. We might be able to tomorrow or whatever.
Yeah, hopefully we'll do it on Thursday. No, Wednesday. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm happy to do it, but not in this weather.
Okay, so James is also have some interesting stuff around this place. One of which, that was my favorite. I never heard of this kind of stuff. This one. This is an LP, right?
A 7-inch single
And
vinyl record.
you can play this actually,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
And I said, no way, you made that up. But no, you can see the grooves.
Yeah, it's vinyl.
Not you can see it. You cannot see it on the video, but there is grooves, so it actually spins and plays this song, a song about a Cortina.
Yeah.
What-
Hello, John got a new motor. Alexis
Yeah.
Sale was a British comedian.
Yeah.
Well, is a British comedian, and it's from 1982, and that's the cover of that
of
record. Yeah. But Cortinas were the car he chose when he made the video and the song. And I was lucky enough to get a copy of it, which I framed. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Swift, and also there are not all of them, but so many Thai newspaper or magazine cutouts, original stuff like this one, for example, from for the Ford
Corsair.
This is original stuff.
Yeah.
Not a print.
Yeah,
I
they're
guess
all
all
original.
of them, right?
Yeah, I've got many
Like
more, but they're
That also the Ford Falcon.
Ford Falcon, Australian Ford. Yeah.
So this is cool, but we got other cool stuff. around this garage as well. So he also collects signs, like as you can see, they are everywhere. And some of them are really cool, like that one.
Well, let's go down and you
Yeah,
can have a
let's
look.
go down. This thing is a Thai Holden, General Motors and Opel dealership, right?
Yeah, genuine sign, double-sided, weather worn, but it's a good one to have, and I've never seen another. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty cool. And this wall also full of stuff.
Yeah.
I like the stop sign. That's the Thai stop sign over there. I don't know what that is.
That's to do with a police check, isn't it? Yeah, it's to warn you of a police check.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what it says exactly, but
Stop and check.
stop and check.
Okay, and these are roadwork
Yeah,
signs.
yeah, road signs that
And
were genuine.
This
used.
thing, we don't know what that is. I think it's from the underground or metro signs for the trains.
It could well be, but like I said to you, it's got graffiti on it. It's been somewhere where the public can hang out, and I didn't clean that off, but I got it wired up to work like that. But
Okay.
I'll just point. This Ford one is my favourite.
Yeah, okay.
Double-sided, genuine. This side you got Motorcraft, and
Okay.
then Ford the other side. But
Yeah.
that's a special one. I'm happy to have. But yeah, some are repros, but a lot aren't. The Firestone, that's a rare piece. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, that one. Okay.
And that original tin, I would imagine there was the rest of it as well. I've only managed to get the F, but yeah, you've got a train station sign. So
And also you got lots of grills.
I got grills, steering wheels, number plates.
And
the
yeah.
Thai sign that says Ford. That's from a Ford dealership. That's Ford in Thai, original sign. I was happy to get that. But there's stuff all over the place, and I know some have caught your eye. If you want to
Yeah.
point them out.
Yeah, I will show you something. It's a license plate. I mean, mostly, as you can see, Thai plates. But these are not particularly rare stuff. But there is one. Where is it? Oh, you got another one. I just spotted that. Oh, over there. This one. This one here.
Oh right, yeah.
It's a very, very early Thai plate, obviously. This is from the 30s or 40s.
I really don't know.
And
but
I
there
just
probably
spotted
is.
something else, which I didn't see. Yes, that one. That is very rare.
Oh, that's the military.
Yeah, see, that's a military license plate.
Yeah, yeah. It's the only
That's
one I've got.
extremely rare. If you're a license plate collector, that's the one you go after in Thailand. And he's got loads of black ones. Where are they?
There's one.
Like this one here.
Yeah.
It's a motorcycle one from the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, they went to white and black in the late 70s, so anything black and silver is old these days. But
And you got another one which is hard to get, the red ones. These are for
The red.
new cars.
yeah,
So when you buy a new car, you got the red one. I don't know how long you're gonna have it, probably a month or so.
Think that got a Thai word in there. Say used for sale or fix.
Oh, there you go.
I think it's 6 months.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And then, but you have to turn it back when you go pick up your new license plate, which is the regular, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it's hard to find this.
Yeah.
There was something else yesterday, a yellow one, yes. Over there, but you got more than one.
Yeah, there's a few.
The yellow one, we think that was from the taxi, from the 70s. I'm not sure. and it's from Bangkok. That's what stands for. The two, whatever they call it, sign. Look, loads of them everywhere. Look, a British ones. Is it a British one?
Yeah, that's English.
Russian.
Yeah, Russia. There's some German.
And he's got
French.
more stuff over there. And what's that thing?
Oh, that's a centipede.
Oh, it's real?
Yeah, it was. It's dead, obviously, but that's a real one. Yeah, they get that big, and you don't want to fight with one of them. No, they're oh no, they're nasty bastards, and I get them in here sometimes. Oh
Okay.
yeah, it's one of my
another
projects at the moment. I restore these toy cars as well. Mark III Zephyr, I'm in the process of Ford Capri, but I buy these and take them apart and make them good again. It's Mercedes. But I've got hundreds of them. You can see more in the other place in a minute. But yeah, I mean, before you turn that off.
Oh yes, the grills.
There's
You said to me, if there is somebody can identify all of them, you got a crate of beer for
If
it.
you can come here and you can tell me which every one of these grills is from, I don't know what you'll get, but I'd give you a prize of something.
I failed. I have to tell you.
Yeah, there's a lot of different grills in here. A lot of Ford, but then there aren't. There's a GXL grill I was saying about for the green car.
Yes.
That's the early one, where the twin lights. But
and I just spotted another thing I wanted to show the viewers. This
my taxi
this
sign.
is the original taxi sign, Thailand taxi sign, but he turned them upside down so you can hang it from the roof or the beams, which is cool and lights up.
Yeah. And a load of Ford badges, some other British Leyland that I like.
Yeah. Oh, that thing.
I'm kind of running out of room in here now, but yeah.
So you were saying about something with this building. You wanted to talk about it
Oh,
a little
well,
bit?
I was just saying, we moved here a year ago, and this house was empty. It had been for 6 years, and the concrete finished here. Where you are, that was just field, and I had this concreted and made into this workshop, which is brilliant for me.
It is.
Less than a year ago, you'd be standing in the grass where we are now. It's really made a difference with what I can do for the cars, and it's a good space now. I've got 4 in here. I could get more, but yeah, it's a good workspace, and I'm very happy with it. So, yeah.
And there's one more place I wanted to show. It's another building.
The
It's
shed.
got signs on that.
Yeah, we can go and look at the
Outside.
shed.
All right, and there is something else. I wanted to show you this wall also, like a display wall, and this is my favorite stuff. This is probably from a Dodge.
Yeah, it's a Dodge Fargo, 1960s truck. Obviously from the Air Force base.
Because they have an Air Force base in Korat,
Yeah,
the US.
yeah.
And this is from probably there.
It's got to be from there. It has to be. And when I bought this, you couldn't see that. You could see where it had been, but it had all gone. But I've restored it back and brought it out again, for official use only. But this was obviously an Air Force base car or truck, and the military used it. But I've probably got the only part left now. I expect the rest of it's long gone. But yeah, it looks good on the wall.
This one, just for information, this is the place. If you see this sign in Thailand, this is where you take your vehicle for inspection.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
the official sign for those garages.
yeah.
This is
Well, the Pepsi ones, yeah.
That's a Thai Pepsi sign,
Yeah, yeah,
and it's porcelain.
yeah. It's very old.
I really like it.
Got the other one there too, but
that's-
I like it in Thai. But yeah, I like Pepsi and Coke, and they're a bit hip. So
And not just that, this is cool.
but the BMW one.
Yeah.
I think this is I think this was a table. I said to you,
Yeah.
because of this handle, it's on board. But I was taking a picture of a car in a scrapyard, and I slipped. And when I looked down at I was standing on this, and it was in all the rubbish underneath everything. It was just rubbish everywhere, like in Thailand scrapyards. And I pulled it out, and it was this. And I asked if I could buy it, and about 200 baht, I think I paid for it. And I've cleaned it up, and yeah, it looks great. And I found a few other things in the rubbish after this I looked for and pulled out. But yeah, you just got to look out for this stuff. There's a few other things I pulled out of the rubbish from places I've been at.
So
but that was a good one.
this is my personal favorite.
Yeah.
I have no clue what this is.
I'm,
Can you read this?
it's
Oh,
oil.
Oil.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah,
There you
even
go.
I didn't know
It's
that.
the best engine oil.
Okay.
Pioneer.
Well,
There you have it. So
Pioneer.
it's car related sign.
oh, they're all vehicle. Front of a Ford V8 Pilot.
It say Daikyo Pioneer. It's Japanese.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think so.
there you go. And we got a mystery how do you call this?
It's the
Valance? No.
no, it's the front panel under the windscreen.
Yeah, we don't know what that's from.
I don't know what this is from either. I was told it was a Ford Transit, but it's not.
That's an Isuzu,
Is it Isuzu?
a big truck. No?
Yeah, it's a big truck for sure. The guy told me it's Ford Transit, but I know it's not Transit. But I like it, and anyway, it's up. And
And here is another one. This is also original. It's
yeah, embossed plastic.
Oppo. They sold Oppos in Thailand, which I didn't know, I admit.
Yeah, and
And here we got
Products.
Suzuki. A Thai sign for Suzuki's.
I know this one's Burmese. This one's from Burma, and again, it's a lubricant. On the other side, it's in Burmese writing, but that's a cool one, and I don't think I'd find another. And yeah, so just brightens the place up.
And just a peek, there's another door for that Dodge. We don't want to go there. It's very muddy here.
Yeah,
And
this
we,
wall needs filling. It's not
and
done
we
yet.
don't know what the SPAC is, do we?
No, I don't know what SPAC is, and I'd like to know if anyone does and can tell me. It's the
Yeah.
original paint from what was on the car or truck. So yeah, it's obviously Air Force related, but I don't know what.
What is the conclusion for today, James? I think if you like old stuff and you are into signages and whatnot, or you want a particular car, you can get it, but you have to really looking for it.
Yeah,
I mean, he's the Tom Cutter of Thailand. He finds all kind of stuff. You found stuff which people bought it after you found it.
It's happened to sometimes. Yeah, that's the ultimate thing.
But
If
we're
some-
talking about any kind of vehicles, Japanese, European, American. I
Yeah.
mean, definitely you are the man. You are the OG of barn finds in Thailand. That's for sure.
Um,
And that's what we learned. Because if you come to Thailand, you don't see these stuff anymore. These are hiding in people's backyard garages. So you have to get in the dirt and find it.
you do. Thailand is unreal for what is still here.
Yeah. I
Classic
think so.
car and trucks and buses. It's unbelievable what it's still about. And I've been in Thailand 30 years, and I've been car hunting since I was a teenager, and I still do it today. And I'm still gobsmacked sometimes at what I still find here. If you go looking over hedges, behind temples, in schools, in underground
Yep.
car parks, backyards, you will be amazed at what's still in Thailand to be found. The biggest and the worst thing is this book rule.
Yeah.
And it's a big issue for any of us, Thais, for Westerners, anyone that's into cars. This book rule, no book, it sucks. And
Yeah.
they will not issue new books. So anything that has no book you can't do anything with it. You'll never re-register it, whatever anyone tells you. to the contrary, and
Yeah.
the car's either for spares or, like what I'm doing, I'll put them in the garden and enjoy them as a view. But you'll never be able to register them to drive again, and that has killed so many. But Thailand has still got so many hidden gems from all over, you know, America, British, European, Japanese, everywhere. They were all sold here, all of them, and there's so
Yeah.
many that are still about to be found. And you know, I run my Facebook group, Pact, which is about that, and the stuff that you see posted on there is quite incredible. And
Certainly. yeah.
I go out of my way to find stuff, and I know how to find it, and as you do. But yeah, anyone, just keep an eye open, and you'll see something. You will.
And
Sure.
on that note, see you next time, everybody. Thank you, James.
Okay, no worries.